Good news in the Ryan Gravenberch transfer. Liverpool have received encouraging news that Bayern Munich could sell midfielder Ryan Gravenberch in the last few days of the transfer window, according to reporter Ben Jacobs. Gravenberch is at the centre of a transfer war this summer. Liverpool and Manchester United want to sign him and have already made contract offers. Bayern are believed to be willing to let him leave for a fee of around £22 million. Former Tottenham Hotspur manager Tim Sherwood believes the Reds will win the race for the midfielder and recently said, "I'm sure Bayern midfielder Ryan Gravenberch will go there. He hasn't played since he went there." Having missed out on Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia joining Chelsea, Jürgen Klopp seems determined not to lose out to another Premier League rival in the race for a midfielder this summer. Especially considering the Bayern star is high on his target list. However, Sky Sports reporter Florian Plettenberg claims that both clubs are in a good position to sign the midfielder and will be the favourites if his current employers give him the green light to leave. Journalist Ben Jacobs spoke about the Reds' search for a new midfielder. Liverpool still want another midfielder, but it doesn't have to be a number 6 unless the right opportunity arises. This is partly because Stefan Bajcetic is back in the squad. "Keep an eye on Ryan Gravenberch though, who has been a target for a long time," he said. Ryan Gravenberch is a versatile midfielder. Bayern's stance over the summer was that they didn't want to sell, but the player has had a difficult first season in Germany and is keen on Liverpool. Liverpool are also interested in Calvin Phillips. It was rumoured over the summer that Phillips wants to stay at Manchester City and fight for his place. However, this could still be a transfer to keep an eye on, as Liverpool have already scouted Phillips when he was at Leeds. The Bayern midfielder is only 21 but is already making his mark in European football, having made 103 appearances for Ajax, as well as 20 Champions League appearances. In the past few years, the Dutchman has also made strides at international level. He has 11 caps for the Netherlands, but his career has stalled since arriving at the Allianz Arena. At Bayern last season he played very little minutes. The outstanding midfielder was praised as a future star by former Liverpool man Dirk Kuyt 18 months ago. The Dutchman still has time to realise his high potential. A move to Anfield, where he should feature more regularly, could be the perfect option for him. Having received confirmation that Gravenberch is open to the transfer, Liverpool now need to make sure they beat Manchester United to his signature. At this stage, they cannot afford a repeat of Caicedo and Lavia's situation. Klopp furious as Liverpool star gives green light to £257 million transfer package. Mohamed Salah has angered Jürgen Klopp after the Liverpool striker received offers from Saudi Arabia this summer, according to reports. The Reds have already suffered from Saudi Arabia's interest in their players, with Jordan Henderson and Fabinho leaving for the Middle East this summer. These departures have seen them return to the transfer market for Wataru Endo after signing Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai earlier in the season. And the last thing Liverpool need right now is for another of their high-profile players to leave before the deadline, especially Salah, their top scorer last season with 33 goals in all competitions. It seems unlikely that Liverpool will make a deal for Salah this close to the transfer window. However, many reports claim that this transfer could happen. Saudi Arabian outlet Ariadiadia claims that Al Ittihad are close to signing Salah this summer and are on the verge of agreeing a deal with Liverpool for the Egyptian. Liverpool had initially closed the door on Salah's transfer. However, the Reds agreed to informal talks when the Saudi side recently returned due to a huge financial offer. Salah wanted to finish the season with the Premier League club, but Liverpool's opening of the negotiating door made him seriously consider the Saudi offer. Al Ittihad are racing against the clock to convince Salah and Liverpool to agree to a big deal before the Saudi transfer window closes on September 7th. Italian sources claim Salah is close to joining Al Ittihad. Reports insist he is one step away from leaving the Premier League club for Saudi Arabia. They even claim that Salah would team up with Karim Benzema at Al Ittihad and that the Egyptian has angered Klopp by warming to the offer. Al Ittihad are ready to pay €100 million to convince Liverpool to part with Salah. The 31-year-old is now open to the possibility of goodbye. Salah has given Al Ittihad the green light to contact the English club with a formal offer, much to Klopp's annoyance as Liverpool need to hurry to find an alternative. Recent reports suggest Klopp has identified PSV Eindhoven's Johan Bakayoko as the player they want if Salah leaves this summer, adding that the 20-year-old has the right profile. Italy's Gazzetta dello Sport claims that Salah would earn €200 million over 3 years if he were to move to Al Ittihad, and that the Saudi side have lined up an offer of €100 million. This means that the Saudi team could spend up to £257 million for the Salah package. Pursues remains on Klopp's list. Liverpool have set their sights on Torino's Pursues. Jürgen Klopp's priority is to sign at least one new midfielder, with just over a week to go until the deals are finalized. While a new midfielder is of the utmost importance for the Reds, transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has previously made it clear that a new stopper is also being targeted. Now a new update on the pursuit of Shaws has emerged. According to sources, Liverpool are targeting the Turin defender following his latest scouting trip, and Shaws, for whom the Italian club have set an asking price of around £30 million, is seen as a realistic option before the end of the summer. This figure is perfect for Klopp's side as they already have a budget for a stopper. However, this budget is lower than what they want to allocate for a midfielder. Klopp is keen to bring protection and competition for Virgil van Dijk. At the same time, he wants to refresh his stopper options for the first time since the arrival of Ibrahima Konate at Anfield. The Reds captain is aware of his compatriot's abilities and is a big fan, and there may not be a better player to provide Van Dijk with competition. Not only did the 23-year-old impress his potential future teammate, but he also received praise from journalist Dean Jones. Shaws is a really big talent. He has a great ability to read the game, so it's no surprise that he's on the radar of teams like Arsenal and Liverpool. He has a profile that suits these teams. In addition to his ability to read the game very well, the Dutchman is a solid tackler. Last year he ranked in the 80th percentile of tackles per 90 minutes compared to his peers in his position. He has been a key player for Torino since his arrival from Ajax. Having adapted well to life in Serie A, making 30 league appearances last season, the 180 defender is showing he is ready to take another step by moving to the Premier League. Klopp already has 5 players at the club who play in the stopper position. But Shaws looks better than any of the alternative options, especially ahead of Matip and Joe Gomez. Also, at just 23 years of age, he has plenty of time to develop. A defender this summer is as important as a midfield signing.